In today's video, I'm going to be sharing a clip from my past live stream where I talk all about my very first aquariums and my first successful reef aquarium. So let's jump right into it. This is my very first aquarium here. It is a 29-gallon question. And let me know in the comments what size was your very first aquarium, or what size would you recommend if you're first starting out. Maybe you're a veteran in the hobby, you've been in it in a while. What would you recommend to someone who is just starting for the very first time? So that was one of the questions that I asked my friend. He recommended a 29-gallon aquarium because it's not too small, it's not too large. The thing with larger aquariums is they may be more stable in their water parameters because it takes longer for things to happen in the aquarium. But with a larger aquarium, you need larger pieces of equipment, you need more lighting, so the cost of that is a little bit more. So I would recommend starting with a 29-gallon aquarium. That's where I started with, and purchasing them used. For example, this here came with a hang on the back filter, came with the canopy, with the lights, a heater, the stand, and a mag float cleaner as well. And all of that was for $100. $100 for a complete setup, and you're good to go outside of getting your water, your sand, and your rocks. Brand new to the hobby, go with something mid-sized. Even a 40-gallon breeder tank will work as well. But yeah, so this is what I started with, a 29-gallon tank. You can see in the tank there's some coral decorations. There's a skull, little fake coral in the front, with rock in the background. But yeah, so buy used. You can see this is a used return pump that I had purchased. And I also purchased a trickle filter here. This is a trickle filter with the bio ball media. Back when I first started, this is what we used. And the good thing about starting with equipment like this or work is you're able to work your way up. So as you progress in the hobby, you can move on to better pieces of equipment and just better things as you learn, like your parameters, you learn what fish you're keeping, you learn all the things that it takes to keep a successful reef aquarium. This is my first aquarium. Here's a little video of it. We had a sand sifting goby, which is pretty cool. Started with 2 clownfish, a black ocellaris and an orange ocellaris clown, and it was great. It was this is from the very beginning. You can see that there's no coralline algae or anything going on the rocks, but I was learning how to keep fish and experimenting with what types of fish I could keep. I'm going to show you what I believe to be my first successful reef aquarium, and this was let's see, started middle 2012 or in 2012 sometime. About 6 months or so I had the 29-gallon, and then I quickly moved up to a 75-gallon. And in the 75-gallon reef here, it's a mixed reef, so there's a lot of soft corals in here. There's a lot of LPS. You see a frog spawn in the background. There's some Duncan corals, a lot of zoanthids, a torch coral down there at the bottom. Now, all of this, this is probably 2 years of growth. So once I upgraded to the 75-gallon tank, this explosion of growth happened in a 2-year period of time. So I was in the hobby, I would say, 2012, 14, all the way up to 2014. So this is the type of success within 2 years. And I started with used equipment, and I started with DIY projects, and things were going really, really well. So things in this hobby does not always have to be expensive. There's a lot of equipment, there's a lot of things to learn. Protein skimmer would be something that I would invest in later on down the road once you get a handle on things. But yeah, there's some things that you can DIY, and it's no problem at all. But lighting, I would say invest in some good lighting. Invest in a protein skimmer, and then run a mid-sized tank to start, and you'll be experiencing success in no time. So if you got value today, go ahead, hit subscribe. Don't forget to check the links in the description below, and then click or tap the screen to watch the next video, and I'll see you in the next one.